Hey folks, this is Nod, and we're playing Space Engineers. Last episode I did a little bit of asteroid mining in my little drill ship, and we brought back some magnesium to the asteroid refinery I've got set up here. The ore has been processing, and yeah, I've got a lot of stuff here. We've got a ton of ingots here that are pretty much ready to roll. So we don't do any real manufacturing here, so what I really want to do is ship the ingots out of here, and as you can see, we've got quite a bit of them. So we are going to go do some space trucking. So I've got a couple of these what I call pond skippers, which are just basically a large container for hauling some jump drives, and this sort of body thing that like yeah, I don't know really how to describe it, but it's a kind of a cool, fun design. I'll hop in the back here. Actually, I'm not going to take this one. I'm going to take the other one. One nestled down here. It's kind of fun. I love this little docking area we got for it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that one there because it looks cool. Yeah, we'll take the proper one. That's fine. Alright, so let's hop aboard this, and we'll load her up with the ingots, and we'll do some space trucking. It's actually more interesting than it sounds, I promise. Just got a gravity gen in here. This is another one of my ships where I turn off the LCDs because they use up resources. Just turn them back on. On they come. Very good. Okay, let's. So we are going to offload the ingots here. Now, unlike my mining ship that has the docking port on the front of it, this one has it on the rear, which makes it a bit of an issue. Try to dock this thing. As you can see, the docking port is on the back of the ship. Which means you got to back up everywhere you go, which is easier said than done. So let me get this sort of lined up here. Okay, let's just rotate her a little bit. Bit of a tight squeeze in here. I don't know quite why we picked this asteroid. It's got this giant hoop on the top of it, but makes parking a bit of an adventure. Oh yeah. Alright, get this sort of lined up here. Alright, so I did actually put a rear view camera on this thing, which supposedly makes things easier. I'm sure he's still out on that. The trouble with having a camera on the rear of your ship is all your controls are reversed, which is not as much fun as it sounds. Okay, that's the ore offload. We want the ingot offload in the green one here. The wrong way. So I always put my cameras above my ports, so the actual docking port is at the bottom of the screen, so I need to kind of line myself up with that. All the controls are backwards. Alright, that should be pretty close. If not, right there. Yep, perfect. Once in a while I actually get that right. Alright. Ugh, get the camera to work on this thing. Alright, let's... Docking. Alright, let's transfer over our inventory here. So, this is the pond cargo. And we got reavers, this cargo ingot. Alright, so we're gonna just take everything in the station. Maybe not. What's going on? Oh, small container. I want the big container. Oh, it's obviously producing cobalt right now, so some platinum, some gold, some silver, nickel, silicon. There's that silly magnesium, which we just got some, and lots of iron. Alright, so we've got 1.2 million liters of this stuff, coming in at about 6 million kilograms, so that's a pretty good haul. So let's depart. Oh yeah, that feels heavy. Yes indeed. Alright, let's clear the base and then we'll and then we will jump to the next destination, which is drift a little bit there. Okay, we are going to Earth Leo Station. Leo Station, Low Earth Orbit Station. There's the naming there. That was kind of a neat name. Leo! It's pretty catchy name. Alright, so let's jump to that. Wait, did I actually set up my jump drive first? Doing this all wrong. Alright. Got 4 jump drives on this thing, so should be able to get there, even if it's kind of heavy. Okay, Leo Station, select. And, alright, let's jump. Bye, Reavers. Be back shortly after doing some more mining. Actually, it still had a ton of ore to process there, so probably could have waited a little longer to do this. Okay, we have arrived at Leo Station. So let's zip on over there. Oh yeah, this thing's heavy. This is where the stopping distance on the LCD stream comes in handy, especially when I'm this heavy. I don't want to get going too fast here. So it takes about 100 meters to stop, sounds like. We're 600 meters away. Well, it might look like I'm turning towards it, but we're actually, inertial dampeners are off right now, so we're just drifting. Going sideways now we are. Oh, I actually went the wrong way. That's right, I gotta go to the back rear of this thing. Spin it around. Okay, turn the dampeners on. Stoppers. One of these days I'll get this right. Okay. Lined up at the station. I've overshot. Yeah, wasn't really paying attention there, was I? Back the other way a bit. Switch to my rear camera. So this is a fun little station. Oh, we're drifting a little bit weird. It's like a little cube sort of thing. Get a better look at it once we get out. Wrong way. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Plonk. Okay, let's stack this up. And we'll hop out. Let's turn my LEDs off. Very good. This is the Airlock mod I forgot to mention, which is pretty cool. It's just a single block. One door opens, the other door closes behind you. Makes airlocks possible in really small spaces, which is kind of what I got going on here, so that works nicely. Alright, let me show you around Leo real quick. So Leo is just a small sort of, it started out as this inner cube, and then we decided to expand upon it. It's just basically a place for ships to dock when they've left Earth, and we've kind of made it a little bigger. We got some weapons here and there. In the middle here we've got a container. We got a little bit of a refinery and setup. That was actually more when we were doing bringing stuff back to Earth, but we're not really doing that so much anymore now that we have other facilities out there. A couple of cryopods for chilling out up here. We got some seats here so you can actually control the guns directly. And actually the thing I really like is these solar panels on rotors. Again, using the sun tracker mod. So those actually track. There's two panels. They track the sun as it goes around, which is kind of neat. And the whole thing is contained within this sort of cubish, sort of rectangular thing. Anyway, we are going to hop into my rocket ship here. This is the Buck Rogers. This is actually a very new version. I haven't actually flown this into the atmosphere since I modified it. Before it was just a rocket, kind of going with the whole like 1950s style sort of sci-fi rocket ship vibe. And I kind of made a really cool looking sort of bottom of the rocket, but I hated the top, so I've like remodified that. Looks a bit more spaceship like now, I suppose. But anyway, that is the Buck Rogers. This is what we're going to be using for going down to the surface. So let's hop aboard here. Once again, I got my airlock mod. Although this ship is technically big enough, it doesn't need it. Okay, open my visor. Alright, welcome to the Buck Rogers. It's all very red in here. Okay, so first things first, we need to offload the oh, that's weird. What's going on? Huh. Why is it killing me while I sit in the seat? It's like there's no air in the seat for some reason. If I sit down, get in the seat. That's just wrong. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, apparently there's no air in the seat. We shall not worry about such things. Alright, let me transfer the ore over. Get that done. Pond cargo. And we're going to Buck cargo. So let's copy all of our ingots over here. Good. Alright, let's see if this thing's all powered up. Alright, guns are on. Turn everything else on. Very good. We got 66% hydrogen. 67? Is it going up? Oh, because I turned the ice maker on. Actually, we're good. I'm not gonna. That's sucking ice out of the station right now, which is not a good thing. I want to keep the ice up here, so we're not gonna do that. Alright, Buck Rogers is departing. Here we go. So this is a completely hydrogen-powered ship, just because I felt like making life difficult for myself. So it totally relies on ice. Once I run out of hydrogen, we're basically falling out of the sky. So as you can see, I got hydrogen tank readout right there, which is kind of useful. All right, let's set up my GPS waypoint here. So Leo station, don't need that now. I do like to keep my my bookmarks kind of clear because it gets very. So we are going to the starport, which is directly below us, I believe, about 50 kilometers down. So let's turn towards that. There we go. So there's our lake down there, and we are going to aim right about there. So come down on the lake. Don't actually want to come down on top of the starport because bad things might happen. Alright, let's just spin it around this way because why not? Alright, let's head on down. It gets up and goes plenty fast. Alright. And inertial dampen's off. Actually, you know what? I'm going to shut the engines off too. Save some fuel. Alright, so I now know I'm falling towards that. Actually, I'm in the wrong chair, aren't I? Can I get out of this chair while we're moving? That is a bit of a worry. Apparently I can. Alright, oh, this is the chair I want to be in. So I got two chairs in this thing. I don't know if you can see right there. I got an upright chair and a forward-facing chair. The forward-facing chair is for maneuvering in space like a spaceship, and the upright chair is for like navigating, going up and down from an atmosphere. So, oh, That's special. Why the heck is... am I upside down? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, we are upside down. Of course we are. I'm an idiot. I'm also a disoriented idiot. Okay, we need to roll up the right way. Yeah, because I got the nose pointed at the ground. We want the tail end of the ship pointing at the ground so we can decelerate when we get down there. As I said, this is the first time I've actually come down with this new configuration on the nose, and things are a bit confusing apparently. Okay, going down. And we're up the right way, very good. So yeah, I got the engines off. I don't really need the inertial dampeners off anymore. Let's put those back on. So curious, am I gonna die if I take my visor off in this chair? Apparently this chair is fine. That's so strange. The other chair up there is like... Oh, that's a bit disorienting, isn't it? Yeah, that chair has got no air in it for some reason. Very odd, isn't it? Alright, so I got the... you may be wondering about these transparent screens I've got going on here. There's a mod, it's in the upper right corner of the screen. Or the center of the screen. It's like there. Yeah, so... this mod, like, it's basically like an LCD monitor, but it's actually clear, so you can use them as windows and see through them, which is brilliant. Because I love having the heads-up display in front of my first-person view, but I can't stand those giant monitors blocking my view. And these are an awesome way around that because you can see through them, of course. Fine mod. I like it a lot. It looks really nice with the LCD mod. All right, going down, going down. 22 kilometers to go. We'll arrive at the starport. Alright, we're getting down there, so it's time to turn the engines back on. So I'm just going to kind of pulse my my engines for now. Kind of maintain a reasonable speed. I do have thrust overrides for going up, but I find it easier to I don't know, I don't trust them for going down as much, so up is fine, not so much down, so we're just going to kind of keep pulsing the Z, turning the dampeners on and off when we come down. Okay, there's my starport ahead. Looks like we're going to load that any second now. Should be a bit of lag. Here comes the starport. Lagging. There we go. Okay, my altitude is 1700. So the deal is I gotta get down before I run out of hydrogen. Alright, we're gonna switch to inertial dampeners on. Okay, I'm going to start thrusting towards the station. Pressing the C key now to control my descent. It's the first time I've actually had a view out of this. My previous one was more like a real rocket ship where it was like spamming again. Tell you what, these LCD screens are cool and all, but they leave some sort of weird pattern on everything that you can see. That's a little spooky. Still, I'll take it over, like, I don't know, the previous cockpit didn't have any windows in it, so it wasn't good. Alright, I need to get over this soon. We're running out of hydrogen, 40%. Looking pretty good. Don't worry, I'm just going to die if I don't do this soon. 32%. Woohoo! We have arrived. Okay. Dock and shut everything down. Well, let's confirm I'm docked first. Is that green? I can't tell. Sure hope so. Shut the engines off real quick to see. Yep, we're good. Alright, shut all this stuff down. Leave the guns on because, yeah, pirates. And I just fell to my death. No. Why the hell are my inertial dampeners turned off on my character? That's just brilliant. Yes. Derp. Okay, well, welcome to the starport. I guess my body is inside the rocket ship somewhere. I better grab some more hydrogen. Earth gravity and all, it's kind of heavy. See, something's damaged. Landing gear is damaged on an Uber. Okay. Don't mind that right now. Give me hydrogen. So yeah, my body is still inside the rocket apparently. Good. Get all my stuff back. So yeah, I got this giant sort of gantry arm thing here for collecting the rocket. I had the whole thing set up where I would land and try to dock it on the bottom of these bottom ports here. But considering the cockpit's up there and this is all the way down here, getting a decent camera angle on that, and I don't want to use an actual regular camera, it was a pain in the butt, so I decided it'd be easier to land this thing, yeah, using the, you know, with the connector near the cockpit, which kind of facilitated a need for putting it on a large hanging it by the nose setup, which it seems to work, so. I have no idea why I fell though. I had the jetpack on, I'm sure I did. I know I was switching the inertial dampeners on and off of the ship, but that shouldn't affect my player. Who knows? All very mysterious. Okay, I should probably explain. When you exit a moving vehicle or like press the F key to get out of your seat, the game turns off your inertial dampeners with the idea that you can stay with the ship. You know, if your jetpack comes on right away, you're going to go flying back, you're going to stop and the ship's going to keep going. So the game helps you out by turning off your inertial dampeners. That works great in space. Yeah, not so much on planets when gravity just sucks you down immediately. So yeah, thanks game. Very helpful that was. Give me my stuff back. Yeah. Oh my god, look at all this junk. Oh, I can't get the lunch steel tubes. Disaster. Alright, so let's get out of this thing. Get on to the next step. Where's the exit? No, I put a door around here somewhere. Oh, I did shut this thing down. Yes, we did that. Pretty good. Are we out? Body location. Alright, that's gotta go. That's gonna drive me bonkers. Delete. Don't care about that. Alright, so stopwatch off. We are going to the New Beginnings base next. Once I unload this stuff. So this is the starport. It's basically just a place to land ships that go into space and come back, being a starport and all. Bit of an elaborate design, didn't really need something quite this fancy, but just a platform on the grass would have been fine, but I like to get carried away with these things. So got some solar panels to power the place. Basically very few people come here anymore because we don't come back to Earth all that often. We've been kind of moved our operations into space, but yeah, there's these little Uber, we call these Ubers, they're a little single person from the surface to space transports. They got hydrogen and ion engines on them. They'll get you up there without too much fuss. And I've got the pack mule, kind of large, heavy transport ship here. Asymmetric design. I put all the thrusters on one side just to be confusing, and yeah, some guns on the other. But anyway, we're gonna get into that some other time. This is actually the ship I'm interested. Well, let me show you in here real quick. We were just in here because I was dead. Yeah, I got some little things about the rocket ship here. Obviously, you've got hydrogen. Everything's hydrogen powered here, so we're kind of keeping an eye on that. So the rocket is down to 26%. The base has 41% hydrogen. We'll transfer that over. Do have ice here though. That's interesting. Oh, that's ice on the. Yeah, I need to transfer that ice into the station. Anyway, we'll do that some other time. And battery report and damage report. Apparently, one of my Ubers has dinged its landing gear. Worry about that later. Alright, so this is the next ship we're going to take. The Star Lifter, which is it's one of those. Kind of a fancy schmancy looking heavy lift vehicle. We're tooling around in the atmosphere. So we are going to take this across the lake here to another base we have, where we do our production, create components. So let me hop aboard here.